Axillary artery is the continuation of the subclavian artery. It extends from the outer border of the first rib to the lower border of the teres major muscle, where it continues as brachial artery. Its direction varies with the position of the arm. The pectoralis minor muscle crosses the artery and divides it into three parts. First part superior proximal to the muscle, second part posterior deep to the muscle, and third part inferior distal to the muscle. Branches. The axillary artery gives 6 branches. One branch arises from the first part, 2 branches from the second part, and 3 branches from the third part. These are as follows. Superior thoracic artery. First part. Superior thoracic artery is a very small branch which arises from the first part of axillary artery near the subclavius. It runs downwards, forwards and medially, passes between the two pectoral muscles and ends by supplying these muscles and the thoracic wall. Thoracoacromial or acromiothoracic artery. Second part. Thoracoacromial artery is a branch from the second part of the axillary artery. It emerges at the upper border of the pectoralis minor, pierces the clavipectoral fascia, and soon divides into the following 4 terminal branches, which you can learn by A, P, C, D. The pectoral branch arises from: first, the pectoral branch passes between the pectoral muscles and supplies these muscles as well as the breast. Second, the deltoid branch runs in the deltopectoral groove along with the cephalic vein. Third, the acromial branch crosses the coracoid process and ends by joining the anastomosis over the acromion process. Fourth, the clavicular branch runs superomedially between deep to the pectoralis major and supplies the acromioclavicular joint and subclavius. Lateral thoracic artery. Third, lateral thoracic artery is a branch of the second part of the axillary artery. It emerges at and runs along the lower border of the pectoralis minor in a close relation with the anterior group of axillary lymph nodes. In females, the artery is large and gives off the lateral mammary branches to the breast. Subscapular artery. Subscapular artery is the largest branch of the axillary artery, arising from its third part. It runs along the lower border of the subscapularis to terminate near the inferior angle of the scapula. It supplies the latissimus dorsi and the serratus anterior. It gives us off a large branch, the circumflex scapular artery, which is larger than the continuation of the main artery. This branch passes through the upper triangular intermuscular space, winds around the lateral border of the scapula between two slips of the teres minor, and gives a branch to the subscapular fossa and another branch to the infraspinous fossa, both of which takes part in anastomosis around the scapula. Anterior circumflex humeral artery. Anterior circumflex humeral artery is a small branch arising from the third part of the axillary artery at the lower border of the subscapularis. It passes laterally in front of the intertubercular sulcus of the humerus and anastomoses with the posterior circumflex humeral artery to form an arterial circle around the surgical neck of the humerus. It gives off an ascending branch which runs in intertubercular sulcus and supplies the head of the humerus and shoulder joints. Posterior circumflex humeral artery is much larger than the anterior artery. It arises from the third part of the axillary artery at the lower border of the subscapularis. It runs backwards accompanied by the axillary nerve, passes through the quadrangular intermuscular space and ends by anastomosing with the anterior circumflex humeral artery around the surgical neck of the humerus. It supplies the shoulder joint, the deltoid, and the muscles bounding the quadrangular space. It gives off a descending branch which anastomoses with the ascending branch of the profunda brachii artery. Anastomosis and collateral circulation. The branches of the axillary artery anastomose with one another and with branches derived from neighboring arteries: internal thoracic, intercostal, suprascapular deep branch of transverse cervical profunda brachii. When the axillary artery is blocked, a collateral circulation is established through the anastomosis around the scapula, which links the first part of the subclavian artery with the third part of the axillary artery, apart from communications with the posterior intercostal arteries.